Danielle, thank you so much for being here. I have so many questions about interior design and staging a home for you. But before I get into all those questions, tell me a little bit about yourself, your business, and how long you've been doing what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, honestly, thanks so much for having me
Of course.
today. So my name is Danielle. I am the owner and lead designer of Wild Orchid Staging and Design. I have been staging homes and designing for about 2.5, 3 years now. I've been the sole owner of the company for a year and a half. I absolutely love my job. I love making people's dreams a reality and making potential buyers interested in purchasing a home and making that house a home for them and their family and the family to come.
Oh, that's great. I feel like what's interesting about staging a home is that 50% of realtors see the value and do it all the time, and the other half don't really think it's a necessity. So I'm curious about your professional intake. What is the benefit of staging a home?
So this is a fantastic question. It's actually a question that I get all the time. I find that a lot of realtors that are a little bit more old school, they don't necessarily see the value in staging a home. They think that the home is going to sell itself.
Right.
For sure, but it's actually statistically, only 4% of people can actually envision themselves in a home without the home being staged. So if you have any personal items or anything that would be more homey to you, other people can't see that.
Right.
So us coming in and telling you, you need to depersonalize, declutter, get rid of all that stuff, and even painting goes a long way, and possibly changing like builder grades, lights or faucets or vanities or anything like that. That's what we're there for.
Right.
We come in and we tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. I always go into clients' homes, and if it needs to be painted, that is thousands of dollars in a can. So $50 could add thousands of dollars
Absolutely.
to the price of what your home will go for. So the pricing structure for our staging, it varies. Lived-in homes, so occupied homes, it ranges anywhere from $700 up to $2,000. It varies based on how much space, if we need to bring in furniture, things like that. But our basic package starts at $700. And an unoccupied, so a vacant home, that would start at $1,300 and can range anywhere to $4,000. Again, it really depends on what is within the home and what's needed.
And that's why the consultation is so important, right?
Yes.
Is it a complimentary consultation?
So the consultation is $150 if the real estate agent or the client choose to go with any of the rentals, which would be provided in the report that we give upon the walkthrough of the home. It is then waived. So we waive the cost of the consultation. If they choose not to go with the rentals, we would charge the $150. But again, it really varies. There's a lot of times we'll walk into a home and there is very little that needs to be done. They have excellent taste. But it's just rejigging it, so it gives it that picture perfect look.
Right. It makes it make sense for everybody else, right?
Yeah. And we give little tidbits to, hey, like put like a piece of greenery because that's what people are going to be drawn to, or buy fresh flowers, or buy like a package of croissants, or we provide all those details. So then it really gives that sense of homey feel for those potential buyers.
Because interior design and staging is an art form.
Absolutely.
Right. And not everybody has that. I would never walk into a house and say, I can stage this house. It's just not my forte. And I know there's a lot of other homeowners that feel that way, that want their home the way they want it. So it's your job to come in there and say, okay, so it's a nice home, but make it make sense for the person that's going to be buying it, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's why I would never be able to be a mortgage broker. Like, I would never be able to do what you do. So it's really like, you know, you hire that professional to do what it is that you wouldn't be able to do, and to get the best return on investment.
Right. Speaking of return of investment, I know that Wild Orchid and Design also helps with short-term rentals. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
So how does staging a short-term rental vary in comparison to a residential sale?
Okay, so they're completely different. So a residential stage would be we're bringing in decor pieces and furniture for the duration of your home being on the market. Once your home is then sold and you have a firm offer, we come, we pack it all up, and we take it back to the warehouse to be cleaned and repurposed for the next home. For short-term rentals would be anything that is a vacant space within a home, or a real estate investor that has purchased a separate property that needs to be furnished and decorated for clients looking for places through Airbnb, VRBO, anything like that. And what we do is we would sit down, come up with a budget, what is required, painting, come up with a theme. We provide more of a full service in that sense, but we've definitely worked with clients where they have some furniture and we just need to purchase additional pieces. And we've really refined the process of that, just because, you need a can opener and like all of the things, right. And we're able to go in, do it super quick, get everything that you need, provide like kind of a concierge list for clients that would be coming in to stay at that home, for services that are in the area, restaurants to go to, attractions to see, things like that. So yeah, it's completely different than us coming in.
Okay, interesting. So in terms of short-term rentals, how can Wild Orchid Staging and Design help the person who owns the short-term rental? Like, is there a property management aspect to your business that you offer? Because I know with short-term rentals, after 3 days, the place needs to be revamped. Yeah. Is that something that your company offers?
Yeah, so we do monthly packages for short-term rentals in which we would provide the full service. We would communicate with the clients that are wanting to come and stay, answer any questions. Then when the renter comes in, the client comes in, provide like a little package for them, to make them feel welcome.
Right.
Because what you want to do, especially in a short-term rental, is you really want to provide the best experience, because
right.
everyone loves going away, and you want to kind of be outside of the normal box of a hotel, right. Or anything. You
right.
want to provide that experience that makes people want to come back to your short-term rental and give that recommendation. Because recommendations are so important.
Of course.
And yeah, you want people to come back and say like, hey, yeah, I would definitely stay there again.
Awesome.
So we provide all of those services. And then when the renter is then gone, we would then have a cleaner go in. If there's a handyman that's needed, we would provide the full package for them to go through. Yeah.
Very interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for all of the information. It was
Thank you
lovely.
so much.
Thank you so much.